Hey folks, welcome back to some more Fate's Granddaughter. On our last episode, we confronted one of the goddesses that is a part of the Free Goddess Alliance named Tiamat, which unfortunately resulted in us suffering some losses. Ushiwakamaru was taken captive, Leonidas was turned to stone and shattered, and Benki's morale hit rock bottom. But at the very least, we did gain quite a bit of information out of it. So, with that wee tidbit in mind, let us continue henceforth and see what this next section is going to be all about. Well, judging by that name, it's going to be about Ishtar. But right, so I think in remembrance of her noble sacrifice, and because we're also going to be up against casters it seems like, I think I'd like to bring an Ushiwakamaru. And it just so happens there is a grilled one on my support friends list, so thank you kindly there, sir, or ma'am. But, without further ado, let's hit this button. Section 10. Good morning, Goddess of Venus.
I've gone through your report. You have been through a lot, Dave. Sacrifices are unavoidable in war. As king, I will prepare the memorial for the lost and compensate those left behind. None of you need worry about that. Gorgon, wielder of the authority of Tiamat, will begin attacking in 10 days. Are you certain, Marlin?
It's been a day since then, so 9 days to be correct. First, let's review what we know. Gorgon, the monster known for killing heroes in Greek mythology. She's here either because of the King of Mages' Holy Grail or due to some twist of fate. Whichever it is, the Grail has restored her former appearance and power. While many legends tell of the monstrous Gorgon sisters' murderous exploits, none depict any of them giving birth to other monsters. Therefore, the authority to give birth to demonic beasts, Potnia Pharaon, must have come from the Holy Grail. Does that have anything to do with Spheno and Urael? Yes, there were three divine Gorgon sisters in Greek mythology. Those two were the oldest and middle sisters. The youngest sister, Medusa, was persecuted by the people, killing many heroes who came for her head. The ceaseless violence, the prejudice and persecution all drove her mad, and eventually she devoured her beloved sisters and became an enormous monster.
So an exiled goddess returns as a goddess of vengeance, huh? If anything, I'd say she should destroy the Greek world instead, but I'm sure that would be a bitter pill to swallow even for her. And then, did Gorgon say humans have no chance against the goddesses from the very beginning?
Yes, she says we humans are just an obstacle, and that the goddesses are the only ones she needs to watch out for.
Mash, what are you disappointed for? This is where you should be laughing. Ah, such hopeless fools they are. That gives us ample opportunity for victory.
Is that so?
Of course it is. Right, Dave? You feel the same, do you not? Heh, of course. Oh, of course you do. Strife among enemies is the most entertaining weakness there is. But aren't you quite nasty yourself, Dave? You'd better take a long look in the mirror if you ever want to make any friends. According to your research, the three goddesses are each very different. Gorgon has the greatest influence and runs on the hatred of humans. Although the goddess of the jungle has covered and Eridu with greenery, she has not done anything to the people. Also, this goddess isn't particularly assertive. She has no hatred, but she is not lazy either. She uses what's necessary when necessary, and carefully reads the situation. She's perhaps the most perfected goddess of all. The third goddess is the one hard at work destroying her own land of Mesopotamia.
Ishtar.
Well, that sounds about right. Well, there's no point in highlighting that woman's faults now. I'm tired of it anyway. What I want to point out is the order in which we defeat them. Negotiating with Gorgon is not possible, but the other two are different. Which means Ishtar should be first. That should be the most manageable opponent.
My king, are you commanding us to defeat Ishtar? I cannot agree to that. No matter how much damage Ishtar causes, she is still Uruk's patron deity. To fight her would be...
How disappointing, Siduri. Even Dave understands.
What do you mean by understands?
Ishtar is a pain, but she's not a bad goddess, I guess.
Yes, all of the victim stories agree that Ishtar always and only attacked when there were demonic beasts involved. In light of that, we believe she was trying to protect the farms from the demonic beasts. So you're saying Ishtar confiscated the farmers' fortunes because she was claiming a reward for protecting them? Then Ishtar was only protecting Uruk out of pure goodwill? Partially, yeah. No, not out of goodwill. It's more because everything in this world's mine type of thinking.
Do you see how that's just her usual foolishness? That woman can never give up Uruk. That's where her weakness lies.
So we're gonna defeat Ishtar first? She's not as strong as Gorgon, but she's still very powerful, you know.
Who said anything about defeating her? There's no need to defeat that fool. We're going to bring her over to our side, like taming a wild beast. And of course that means that our hero Dave shall be that beast tamer. Finally, a job for a hero.
So you're saying we have to persuade that super wild and reckless goddess, but wouldn't it be easier to just defeat her? But it's more productive than fighting. Senpai has contracted with many servants up till now. I'm sure we'll manage. King Gilgamesh, I've heard you fought with Ishtar many times. Yeah, do you want to become allies with her? Aren't you two on extremely bad terms with each other?
Of course, and making her an ally doesn't mean that we'll change. Ishtar cannot be of use to humans. She's useless no matter how much power she has.
Then, why?
Dave can contract with her. I don't have particularly high hopes for her. However, her Bull of Heaven, Gugalana, is another matter entirely. It's a lethal weapon that, if used, could incinerate a city in an instant. We will definitely need that to end this war. Therefore, we will make her our ally. Do you have anything to say, Mullen?
No, if that's the case, then I have no objection. It's good to have a playful mindset like that, my king.
I'd call it gambling more than being playful. Bringing that woman isn't like loading a jar without a cap onto a cart. Ah, well, now onto the details of the plan. Alright, Dave, for Ishtar.
Oh. We're getting into details now, my majesty. Candyman? Oh, okay. Sure. A wee time skip. Coolio. And so, we left Uruk with some goods to use for negotiating. Anna, I haven't greeted you properly after reuniting. Let me say again how happy I am to work with you. Glad you were okay. Phil! Yes, nice to see you again. And, at Napur, I'm sorry I couldn't be of much help.
Not another word of that, Anna. We should only reflect on failures to try and learn from them and improve. Never simply dwell on them. Oh, look at Merlin up on his high horse. It's not like he can be bothered to be helpful. At all. Don't worry about it, Anna.
Anyway, so you're headed for Mt.Ebih, huh? It'll be your first mountain climb since arriving at Uruk.
Yes, after Ishtar flew out of Uruk, she made herself a temple on Mt.Ebih that she claims as her territory. The mountain trail will be harsh, but you should be able to get there in about a day. Well, but before that, Roman, you can say it.
Alright, it's just as usual, but it's not my fault, so please bear with me. You've got some enemy contacts, everyone! Think of it as a warm-up before you head into the mountains. Oh, but of course! Oh. I guess it's just going to be a bunch of single target fights then. Or maybe it's just going to be a wee pick and mix. I don't know, but that is an Ugalo to start things off with. But right, to address the elephant in the room that is my Mordred that was randomly appointed in the back line. Well, I got her after the prior episode. After the prior episode, I was in some emotional distraught. And I had some hiccups for a while. So during that, I was like, oh, I have a summon ticket. I'ma see what I can get on the Da Vinci banner. And of course, I got spooked by another saber. Granted, I won't complain. I do quite like Mordred, and I'm just bringing her along to try and get some bond points. And also, the reset was up soon enough, so I didn't want to record then, because that would disrupt the flow, as it's done a few times. But I digress. Let's actually beat up the Sugalu. At least as much as we can. Oh gosh. Next turn we'll use the damage cut though. Yeah, we'll get some NP gain this time too. So we can get Jack's Noble Phantasm next turn in fact. Or we could just do it like this, in fact. Yeah, because we're going to get anyway with that crit. Oh, I bumped up his crit chance. Oh. Okay, only lasted for a turn. I want to try and get past this thing, and then we'll have noble phantasms for the subsequent turns. So for now, let's just do a brave chain with Ushi, I think? Or alternatively, we could just do this. Yeah. Maybe get a Jack crit between all that. Aww. Oh gosh, his crit rate is up again. Just on the off chance. Oh boy. This is the main barricade for now, because I want to use my Noble Phantasm, but I don't know what the other rider may be. Because also, what's the caster gonna be, you know? Okay. Lord Camel, into this, into this. Slowly but surely. Oh, so close! Okay, now you'll die this turn. I don't even mind what order we do things in. Like, yeah, I could go for a brave chain for more stars, but we have some Noble Phantasms primed. I think that'll be good enough. Ah! Well, good thing we have Jack's Noble Phantasm saved up, huh? Unfortunately, no Jack Brave Chain, though. Okay, let's see how this goes. So is there gonna be a big caster enemy then? Okay, we're close to finishing this thing off. Oh my. Oh, Jack Brave Chain, that's just what I needed. Okay. Fuck this B.C.E, please. Okay, Basmu down. And then what's the last thing? Because there was a gas... What? A Sphinx? Excuse me? What? Huh? Are we in Camelot? I mean Egypt, or whatever. Is Ozymandias gonna make an appearance? I don't know, man. I kinda wanna just stun it, though. Well, at least we have Ushi's Noble Phantasm ready. It's actually been a while since I've last seen Ushi's Noble Phantasm, in fact. But let's just do it in this order. Just so then our extra attack will hit a bit harder. Oh, crit to start off with, that's nice. Yeah, I've missed that Noble Phantasm. Oh. The last time I saw it was on Ushi's first interlude, and oh! Brave Chain for Ushi as well. Well, why not, I suppose? I wonder if she'll ever get an animation update, though. But there we have it. Nice. Oh wow! A Scarab, a Reversal Scale, and a Lanugo. 3 gold items, not bad. All of which are ones that I do need, incidentally. Then again, I don't think you could ever complain about having too many materials, huh? Alright, so we're at Mt.Ebih. Ebih? Is it Ebih or Ebih? I don't know. Oh, Huh. Rider Saber Caster. Oh, ain't this awkward? Well, the safest option would be either a rider or an archer. Speaking of archer, I do have one that I haven't used yet that I could bring along, couldn't I? You know, wait, where's a waiver? Because I'd like to bring one of those. Doesn't have the Bondcraft essence, but will suffice. Then we're going to chuck out Jack for Orion, because I've yet to actually use them in a main story quest. And I think Mash would still be nice. Chloe's always nice to bring. Tamil will be useful if I ever need the arts buff. And I think this shall suffice. Yeah. So without further ado, let's hit the button. So, this is Mt.Ebih. Looking up from the base, it seems steeper than the other mountains. But it looks like proper paths have been built. I was expecting to have to climb up sheer cliffs. Yeah, Mt.Ebih was the tallest magical summit, or rather spiritual mountain in Sumer. Even On, the greatest of the Sumerian gods, feared it. His daughter Iana was obsessed with it, however, and to her he said this. Ebih is a fertile mountain, its blessings are great and it is deep. My dear Iana, only a fool would disobey Mt.Ebih.
Yes, and that warning angered Diana, that is, Ishtar even more. Ishtar took all her weapons and headed for Mt.Ebih, bringing a storm behind her. She tore apart the mountain as she walked along its edge towards its center. Of course, it was a spiritual mountain that even the gods feared. Ferocious creatures, volcanoes, rivers, and cold winds struck at her.
And each time Ishtar complains. Toxic mist, raining boulders, burning lava, I can't believe it. What kind of welcome is this? In her mind, the fact that she was the one trying to destroy the mountain didn't matter at all. She is mankind's old example of victim blaming. Boo! Mt.Ebih's mistake is that it didn't send all its disasters at once. It kept hoping the next thing it did would get her to leave. It sent its storms out bit by bit. Now Ishtar was selfish, but adversity only made her stronger. At last she reached the top of Mt.Ebih. And the goddess grabbed Mt.Ebih by the neck and stabbed her blade deep into its body. Mt.Ebih fell apart, its huge body sliding down like a drop of water. Mt.Ebih collapsed to half its original size, and Ishtar's aspect as a goddess of war became common knowledge. What's interesting is that for all that, Ishtar didn't use her bow. In fact, she took the trouble to walk all the way up the summit and drive a lance into it. Interesting. She walked. I know it's too late, but I'm a little worried. Can we really talk to a goddess like that?
Well, let's believe in King Gilgamesh's secret plan. He's probably feeling overwhelmingly low about now.
I wish he didn't negotiate himself.
That's a bad idea. Ishtar would never agree to King Gilgamesh's demands.
Yeah, so it's better that we're in his place. I mean, we've already grown rather familiar with her as well. At this point, she may as well be a acquaintance of sorts, you know?
He can't neglect his kingly duties anyway, not because of psychological reasons, but from the sheer amount of work. He's handling the leadership and military command of not only Uruk, but all of Mesopotamia. There's also preparations to be made for when the Northern Wall falls and when Gorgon attacks. There's not much hope to get his help in battle during this singularity. Even now, he's more at risk of dying from overwork than he would be in battle.
That's true. I keep forgetting, but King Gilgamesh is from this era. He's got a vast amount of magical energy, but he's not as sturdy as a servant. We can't put him through too much. A king doesn't fight anyway. Those kings who do fight are weird.
Hey Artoria, how you doing? Oh no, you shouldn't say that, or some very complicated people might complain.
Yes, it's a very serious too many kings problem. You think? Anyway guys, enemies sighted. They're probably demonic statues placed by Ishtar to guard the mountain. Each one has the magical energy of an A-rank servant. Stay sharp and engage them. Wait, statues? Are these gonna be Spriggans? The heck? I'm just trying to find what they could be other than Spriggans. Wait, what? 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 Okay, sorry about the brief interruption, you two, but... Huh, weren't these from Onigashima? They were, weren't they? Huh. I only remember getting past one of these, because it was kind of like a raid fight thing, but at the time, my servants really weren't, sorted out, and I wasn't too invested in the game at the time, when I had returned at that initial point. Because I was like, oh, all I have is Altera and Vlad, which are cool characters in their own right after I delved into them a bit deeper, because before, my opinion of them wasn't too high, because, well, there really wasn't much of them. Because I think at that time I wasn't too deep into Fate Apocrypha either for Vlad's case. And Altera, actually no, it wouldn't be fair to say that with Altera. Extel was pretty good. But I digress, let's actually just bonk this bloke, I suppose. I think I can even just fire off a Rhino Noble Phantasm here and be fine, right? I could, yeah. Now, do I want to use melee damage or no? Because I think these things are considered melee as well, but let's not for now. Let's see if I can save that for a future one. I won't need the melee damage against the Saber one, that's for sure. Not as much damage as I would hope for, but... we got a good amount of NP return from it, though. Oh gosh, the groans, yeah, they're quite familiar. But okay. Run a quick roll! Yes! I'm not really concerned about keeping the buffs right now. I mostly just want to get my NP gauge sorted out. Unfortunately, no Orion cards this turn though. We'll just work on Mashi's then. Lord Camo could be helpful with the attack buff. Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Nice. Okay, so we'll just do this. Because I just want the attack buff here. Okay. And with the invincibility, we should be able to get our MP gauge filled. Or just from the next turn. Oh, next turn it is. I don't think I need to go for a Brave Chain here, so let's just do this. This'll be fine. Just one hit. Oh. Okay, so we slow rolled that one. Hopefully it's the... I was gonna say hopefully it's the Rider next, but... I don't need melee damage against you! No, I don't think so. So, I guess? I really want to use the Noble Phantasm. I guess I will. Yeah. Because this'll almost kill it. Okay. Oh, our MP refill is not looking that good though. Beg you on. Oh, defense down. Okay. I could get some NP gauge here at least. Which is good. I guess we'll just do it like this then, huh? That was only to start the Arch Chain actually, just to try and get a bit more gauge health, but come on! Nice! Okay, that was good. Now we can use the melee damage here. Junk Shop King. Okay. And we have a Brave Chain too. Oh. I hope these things are considered mail, actually. Because honestly, I just wanted an excuse to use my Orion. Do we want to do it like this? Yeah, we'll do it like this. Come on, random 10% crit. Oh! Aw. Okay, they're definitely considered male. That was a bit too much damage. Oh! Oh, good job, Orion, though.
Senpai,
Wait, we got some evil bones from them? Nice! 6 of them at that. Dang, if only you could farm them. That'd be a bit too generous. That was horrible. I had no idea Ishtar's aesthetic sense was so bad. Yes, I didn't realize she was such a disappointment as a goddess. Maybe if we just leave her alone, she'll self-destruct. What? Everyone, stay strong. Look over there. Oh my. Lucky cats! Ah! That's Ishtar's temple! Yes, it's very clearly an attempt to brag that I conquered Mt.Ebih, but still it's impressive. That was that, I guess. But okay. So I think we're barging into our home next time, so... Archers and sabers. Well, I can venture a guess as to what the archer's going to be. The saber... Maybe some mooks? I think what I'll do is I'll bring a lancer back up here. Ooh! Skahawk. Okay, we'll bring that. Then we will bring Atalanta, give her a kaleidoscope, wherever it is. There it is. We'll have Mash. We will chuck out Mordred for Anna. And then give Anna a craft essence. Like... Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Dumplings over flowers. Okay, and then we'll just change up my lineup a bit like this. Because Skaha is going to be my backup Lancer. If in case, well, it goes pear-shaped. Alright. I think this shall suffice, although an evasion could always be nice. I think, yeah, we'll change my Mystic Code to the default. Stun's good too, though, but if it is Ishtar, then it's not going to be too useful. Getting Atalanta's Noble Phantasm here may be key if it does end up just being some Archer Mooks as well. Not Archer Mooks, Saber Mooks. I don't know, we'll just have to see though, so let's hit the button. Yo. Ho. Let's go. So you just waltz right through the front door like you're here on a sightseeing tour, huh? Dave, rude! You just lost to the goddess of demonic beasts, and now you're visiting me? You've got some nerve, I'll give you that. Not only did you enter Mt.Ebih without my permission, but you defeated my guards and entered my temple. Until now, I've overlooked what you've been doing because you're a country bumpkin outsider, but not anymore. Your shameful acts in Babylon, your favoritism towards Gilgamesh and Uruk, that game of cat and mouse in Kutha. I'm sorry, but as a goddess, I cannot in good conscience allow you to go on like this. The gods have their own rules, and a goddess only forgives 3 times. What I'm trying to say is that I'm done talking. If you've come here, a fight's what you want, right? There'll be no amnesty or mercy for you, it's just as you wished. I'll make you use all your command spells, and then blast you all the way back to Uruk. Ishtar is ready to fight. Master, what do we do? There's no point in talking about her anyway!
No, Dave, there are some things you just shouldn't say. I'm actually of the exact same opinion, but let's try and make our lives easier by flattering Ishtar.
Okay, that does it. I am 100% done playing the nice goddess. I am the goddess of war and the goddess of Venus. Taste the power of Ishtar, most fearsome of all goddesses. Well, if you have your noble phantasm this time, then yeah, that'll be scary, but guess we'll just have to find out.
Maybe you'll have more than just a defense buff.
Because so far she's only had a defense buff, huh? Dang, yeah, she really is gonna have saber books. Oh no! So what is these? Armlet Venus, decrease damage taken, increase debuff resist, decrease MP damage. Okay, so she does have her Noble Phantasm, but it is reduced in damage. Go yeah. Well, I guess it's time to just get our Noble Phantasms prime then, huh? We do have an Archchain after all. Oh my. Okay, so we can get a quick chain here. I think just so then we make sure these doors die, I'm going to use the attack buff here as well. Yeah. Okay. And I think this shall suffice for now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hopefully this goes well. Come on, Atalanta! Oh. Well, we weakened them a bit. Okay. So she almost has her Noble Phantasm ready. So I think, just for now, we're going to do this. We can have a one-time invincibility here as well, but I think this shall work for now. Hopefully she doesn't use it though. Alright. We need to get rid of those doors. But, what do I want to do in terms of order here? I guess this, this, and then this. I'll have Lord Camelot ready as well. Hopefully if she doesn't use a battery. Okay, she didn't. That's good, that's good, that's good. Just gonna use an evade here on the off chance though. Don't we use invincibility? No. Anna resists it, so I think she'll be fine. But then again, on the off chance, because there are saber doors as well. And yeah, an Archchain seems pretty nice here. Hopefully we get Atalana's Noble Phantasm here on the crat. Come on. Oh, close. Oh, that hits really hard even with the reduction. Oh my lordy. Okay, I'm healing Mash here. Oh, we can only kill one door here as well. Yeah, let's go invincibility for now. Okay. Buster, Buster. Click. Okay, open sesame. Oh, Mash! That's unfortunate. But is it really unfortunate though? I mean, we do have a quick chain here. And we are going to get stars this next turn, in fact, so I think we take that. Yeah. We definitely take that. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. Oh, no arch chain. We can get a Skaha chain going, though, which is really tempting. How long does this last? 1 turn. This lasts 1 turn. Well, I think I know what my plan of attack is going to be. See, I could do a Brave Chain and probably do a lot of damage, if not bonk Ishtar here, but I do want to use some Noble Phantasms. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And get some Noble Phantasms primed. Of course! Wow. If we didn't have them primed before, we have them primed now. Holy moly. Oh, bye! Well, if we weren't primed before, we're primed now. Just renovate on the off chance. Boop, boop. Let's go! Well, next up is Skaha. Oh dang, that was one heck of a burst. Poor Mash got bonked, but well, it was a sacrifice worth having, I suppose. Oh gosh. Not bad! That's what I expect from humanity's last master! Forget humanity and the responsibilities of a goddess! Now I'm getting into this! I'm kicking it up a notch! Wait! Before that, I have something you want to hear! Come on, don't get all hot and bothered! Don't tell me you're going to surrender! That's not it, Ishtar! Master has a suggestion! Yeah, you see?
Ishtar may not look it, but she's the greatest of the Sumerian goddesses, and Asiana, the Queen of Heaven. She once ruled the heavens and the gods' An's place. She would never lose in a battle of strength. And there's the example of Mt.Ebih too. The more you push her, the more she'll show her guts, even if she shouldn't. That's who she is. But she does have a weakness. Gems. I gather all of mankind's treasures, but she goes crazy over gems. And this is the most important point. She likes what's called the golden rule. She loves gems, but she has no luck when it comes to obtaining them. Until now, she's had gods and men offer them to her. But now there's nobody making offerings to her. You know what that means, right? You can just buy her off. Dave, I will entrust you with 5% of the rare jewels in my treasury. Negotiation is the most important skill a contractor can have. Go buy me a goddess!
We actually have an offering for you. Huh? An offering? As if a commoner like you could possibly have anything to interest me. I'm not interested in some random knickknacks you picked up off the ground somewhere. Mash, do the thing! Right, here we go. What? Is that a giant cup full of lapis lazuli? A crown? Is that the 7-jeweled crown? This is enough to power my magecraft for a long time. No way, you're giving them to me? What are you, a god? No, take backsies. Also, I don't have to pay tax on these rides. Oh wow, I'm getting all dizzy. Okay, calm down me. Also, calm down, Ishtar me. Yes, everything in this car is a deposit. It's all yours, right, senpai? Indeed, a deposit. All this. A deposit? In other words, we
would like to hire you to help us. This is the wish of all the people of Uruk. As proof of this, King Gilgamesh promises to open the treasury of Babylon for you. Dave, tell her the total sum.
We offer you 20% of the treasury's jewels. What did you say? Foo! Special translation, this goddess is easy! Quiet, Fu. I know what you want to say, but quiet. No, wait! It'll take more than that to make up for my years of anger. You're talking about the treasury Gilgamesh is building for the future, right? Once complete, it's been touted to be bottomless. Oh, that it completes all mankind's treasures. And I get a huge fraction of it? That sounds too good to be true. How about 25% then? It's still going up, and I get 25%? Yup, 25%. Ugh, but I'm the almighty Ishtar. I can't just from such shameful conditions. Mash, do the thing! Yes, master, I understand. I shall take it back as our own. Oh, wait! No, oh no, don't do that, don't do that. It'd make me so sad I would just die! What'll it be, Ishtar? Give it up already. There's only good things in it for you. If the whole world's destroyed, nobody will be left to adore your beauty. Even the concept of beauty itself, developed by humans and applied by you gods, will disappear. That'd be a shame. But if you make a deal with Dave, then this conversation will change. You will go down forever in history as a pure, righteous goddess. I see. That doesn't sound bad. Oh. Well, you know, if the whole world is incinerated, Phil! She's staring at the chills. That wouldn't be much fun at all. Oh. Gulp. Okay, if that's the case, I'll accept. You win, Dave. I'll accept your conditions and join you. I've gone back and forth on it for so long that the world could have ended 7 times over. I think that's enough. That took all of 2 minutes. That's how long it was in your time. In my mind, it's in Goddess time. I went through a whole psychological adventure. Goddess Ishtar, so you'll fight to help the people of Uruk? Just call me Ishtar, Mash. I think this is the start of a long and profitable relationship for me. Oh, and for you too. People will think it's weird if you keep calling me Goddess. Okay, I'll call you Ishtar then. Thank you for your help. I know we've had our problems so far, but let's put that behind us. Yes, okay, Dave. First by kneeling and kissing the soles of my feet. Does that mean... I'm still a servant. If I'm going the side of humans, I need to properly form a contract, you know. So I need to establish a relationship with Dave. As for who's the master and who's the servant, well, I'll leave that to your imagination. No, I refuse to allow that. That method of contracting isn't in the manual. The instructions, they lied! But okay, I think that shall be our ending point, even though we're so right next to the last 10 bit, but, well, we can bonk those bazookas later. So, folks, thank you all for watching this episode of Fate's Granddaughter, and I'll see you all next time as we continue on our quest to fix up this singularity. Ta-ta for now.